The Fox Virginia News at 10 is next. Tonight, a bill in the General Assembly that would extend death benefits to private police departments in Virginia is giving some hope to areas like Madison County. We'll tell you more.
Plus, Madison County officials learning today one of its biggest employers will end operations at the end of the year, leading to layoffs. Details ahead.
Those that are bringing trash into our community getting taken out.
And a gun and drug bust in Charlottesville today after years of crime in one neighborhood. The community now stepping up to help police. We have the latest on that case. It's 10 o'clock, time for your Fox Virginia News.
Now, Fox Virginia News at 10.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Alexia Williams.
And I'm Ashley Brooks. We'll come back to those stories in just a moment. But first, here's Travis with the Fast Cast.
And now, your CBS 19 Weather Authority forecast from the Bright Star Care Charlottesville Weather Center.
Wasn't until later on this evening when we really got showers widespread across the area. And even at that, we've seen about a quarter inch of rain thus far in central Virginia. The showers very intermittent, and that's going to continue into the evening. Now, everything is moving kind of from southwest to northeast. The latest line is gone. There's nothing immediately upstream, but I'm not going to run out a couple of showers during the overnight. Our temperatures have barely changed in the last few hours. 55 in Charlottesville and Madison, 57 in Louisa, 56 in Dillon and Scottsville, and 51 degrees in Stanton. Tonight, cloudy, a few showers, a little fog, but temperatures steady or slowly rising. So we've already hit our lows. Wednesday, high temperature of 70 degrees, cloudy for most of the day until we get to about 2 p.m. on. Then showers and a few thunderstorms. Will thunderstorms be severe? I'll give you the detailed breakdown of your Wednesday coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Travis. Thank you. A big drug bust on Charlton Avenue this morning. Police arresting Sheena Bowers of Charlottesville. The 55-year-old has been charged with one count of manufacturing, selling, distributing, or possessing a controlled substance with the intent to distribute.
Bowers is being held at the Albemarle Charlottesville Regional Jail, and our Fox Virginia's Felicity Taylor reports how community cooperation got the job done.
Those that are bringing trash into our community getting taken out.
After years of witnessing crimes,
a few shootings actually right here on this block,
the Rose Hill community is starting to see their cooperation with police pay off. The 3A Narcotics and Gang Task Force raiding a home on Charlton Avenue for drugs and guns Tuesday. The task force is a partnership between the Virginia State Police and local agencies.
Today was just one other step in that investigation into the shootings and into some other drug activity going on here on the street.
Carrie Rock has lived in the Rose Hill neighborhood for almost 10 years.
It's been difficult in the past, like with my wife and my two little girls, like not being able to just walk up to the park and feel safe.
In September, he and neighbors asked Charlottesville police for help.
This is a wonderful result from really good police work. The chief asked us for patience. We gave it to him, and he gave it back to us in spades.
The residents have been very clear to us that they want something to be done about it, and we're going to do something about it. And we'll continue to do something about it as long as folks continue to grab firearms and try to settle disputes.
Felicity Taylor, Fox Virginia News.
A massive blow hitting Madison County today as one of its biggest employers announced that its employees that it will be closing at the end of this year.
Plow and Hearth is a retail space where customers can find decor, furniture, garden accents, and more. It was founded back in 1980 and has since been sold to Evergreen Enterprises. Fox Virginia's Garrett Witten is here with the latest. Hi, Garrett.
Alexia and Ashley, many Madison County residents know this facility as the catalog and call center for Plow and Hearth's operation. That is the place of work for 107 full-time employees. Now, it's located on Wolftown Hood Road. Evergreen Enterprises bought Plow and Hearth in 2010 from its previous owners who founded it back in the 80s. In a statement to madrap.com, the company says they have been seeing issues with its current business model since the pandemic. Now today, Madison County received notice by Evergreen Enterprises that they would be closing their operations. The county says it's saddened to learn of the layoffs. In a statement, County Administrator Jonathan Weekly said in part, quote, "We realize economic conditions tend to challenge not only our global markets, but also our local business market. We feel for our community and those affected by the layoffs." The county says it's spoken with representatives of Evergreen Enterprises to extend any assistance the county may offer. I will continue to follow this story and keep you updated with the latest. In the studio, Garrett Witten, Fox Virginia News.
All right, Garrett, thank you for that report tonight. Well, a trial date has been set for the teen accused of breaking into a University of Virginia sorority house and assaulting 2 of its members. Harry Sedgwick pleaded not guilty to 3 charges in Charlottesville Circuit Court this afternoon. The 19-year-old is facing charges of breaking and entering and aggravated sexual battery. Witnesses say that he broke into the Kappa Delta sorority house at UVA on April 7th and touched 2 of the residents on the shoulder and grabbed their chests. The judge set a jury trial for July 25th. A group of sorority members were in court today. They declined to talk with us. Cedric's attorney also would not comment on the case.
An update from the General Assembly. A bill that would extend death benefits to private police departments in Virginia is one step closer to becoming law.
A renewed push to pass legislation came after the death of a Wintergreen police officer just last year. Our Fox Virginia's Gretchen Stinger reports.
This really was a gut punch.
This is the reaction to the line of duty death benefits bill being substituted for only private campus police departments. This covers 9 out of the 17 privately owned and private campus police departments in Virginia. But it does not include Wintergreen Police Station, which knows all too well how important these benefits are after losing Officer Chris Wagner in the line of duty June of last year. In a statement to CBS 19 News, 21st District Delegate Joshua Thomas explains the substitution, saying, quote, "While the House version of the bill extending line of duty benefits to private police departments failed, I worked with stakeholders to find a consensus position on the Senate bill." Ann Mischie, who was in the House meeting, says she thinks there's some confusion from subcommittee members because they started talking about the state level working with HOAs.
If they had read all of that, they would have realized that they had as much as the legislature control over these private police departments as they had over the public ones. And in fact, they had more control.
Wintergreen Police Chief Dennis Russell says there's a public perception of being a private department.
Some people see us as, oh, you're a hired security guard. No, I'm not. I'm just like the others. I can make arrests. I carry a gun. I've got all the credentials. I drive a pretty police car with lights and sirens and stuff like that, and I can pull you over.
Nelson County Supervisor Jesse Rutherford says they aren't asking for a lot.
It's really just allowing these private police departments to be able to participate in the insurance program, essentially.
Gretchen Stinger, Fox Virginia News.
6 Charlottesville area transit buses are currently sitting completely unused. This is partially due to manufacturing delays for parts, but the other side is there just aren't enough people to drive them. CAT currently has 8 openings for drivers that they are working to fill. Filling these positions will help drivers stay on a consistent schedule with fewer delays.
The Virginia Film Festival has announced its dates for the 2024 festival. The festival will take place from October 30th through November 3rd, and the VAFF is also seeking entries for this fall's festival. They're asking for submissions for consideration at the 2024 festival. Now, Virginia residents and students at Virginia schools are eligible for free waivers for their entries. The early bird deadline for submissions is May 15th. Roadside billboards are supported or supposed to get your attention rather, but one in Richmond is upsetting some because of the historic piece of land that it sits above.
Now the city is trying to get it moved. Jake Burns shows us and explains the controversy.
2 signs sit on Shockoe Hill in East Richmond. One memorializing the estimated 22,000 enslaved and free African Americans buried here in the 19th century. The other shows ads to cars on the interstate nearby.
It is still sacred ground.
Richmond Mayor LeVar Stoney says the city's been working since last spring to get this billboard removed from the Shockoe Hill African burying grounds. Richmond took ownership of the property a few years ago where a gas station used to sit. But Stoney says Lamar Advertising has a permanent easement for the billboard. The city says Lamar requested 6 new sites for a total of 12 billboards in exchange for removing this one.
We think that's ridiculous. That is disgusting. And what we're here today is call on Lamar Advertising to do the right thing.
Both the city and Lamar confirm a meeting took place in November about the site and the billboard. The city says Lamar sent their response in December asking for the 6 new sites. Richmond officials sent this email Friday morning saying the request is excessive and difficult to achieve based off zoning and easement concerns.
Essentially using this sacred ground as a bargaining chip for their bottom line. That is unacceptable and disgusting.
In a statement to CBS 6 referencing the November meeting, Lamar says, quote, "At that meeting, Lamar replied that we would work toward finding an amicable solution with the city, and the city leaders expressed gratitude at Lamar's willingness to help them solve this issue. The city did not respond to Lamar's proposed resolution until noon Friday. It is Lamar's intent to continue to work in good faith with the interested parties to come to a suitable resolution." Richmond commissioned this mural on the old gas station building as leaders determine how to memorialize the dead buried here.
The city is not making money on this site, all right? Someone is generating profit on this site, on the enslaved. That is our problem.
Former President Donald Trump pulls out another primary win, this time in Michigan.
We have his reaction and what's next for voters. That's all coming up after your local weather authority forecast with Travis.
Same low pressure system providing Chicagoland with severe weather, possible tornadoes, and then some snow. That system's heading our way, and I'll tell you what it's going to bring to Central Virginia after this.